Let's get ready, say, go. Let's go, son. Let's go, son. Let's go, son. Let's go, son. Let's go, let's go, son. Let's go, son. Let's go, son. Let's go, son. Like rainbows in the sky, let's fly away like a bird. You're free to see the boundless face of the earth. Let the wind blow you like a knife and glide away. Far beyond the clouds, you'll find another place. If the road ahead seems so cold and gray, night never turns to day. Don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Don't be afraid. You got the power to get through the darkest night. Chala. Zooming round and round in the sky like a coaster. Hold on tight, or you may find yourself trapped in a maze. When that happens, you may think you will never find your way. At the past, you may take sin or the same. If the road ahead should lead you so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to get you through the darkest night. Hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it is a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to get you through the darkest nights. Chala.
ELW proudly presents Monday Night Clickbaits. What's going on, people? This be your boy Smith. As always, joined by my North American Thick Boy tag team partner, Matitude 22. What's going on, Matt?
Chilling. It's tonight's the first 2 hour Raw.
Oh, word, that's right. 2 hour Raw. Forgot all
Yeah, so
about that.
I'm kind of I'm kind of interested to see like how the show's gonna feel, because you can't go from a 3 hour show down to a 2 hour show. Like somebody's not making it on the show tonight, you know what I mean? Like some people are not gonna make it on the show. So I'm kind of intrigued to see not so much what we see tonight, but what we don't see.
Right now, we're getting highlights from the CM Punk McIntyre Hell in a Cell match, which was a pretty good match.
I liked I liked it. I
I
liked it.
don't think it should have opened the card, but
Agreed. Agreed. I think the problem was that match. That match kind of stole the show for me. So everything after that match felt lesser, and I don't think the main event was as good as the opening match.
well, a lot went down for this Bad Blood, on camera, off camera. I mean, we go through the matches. We started off with the Hell in a Cell, CM Punk versus Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre, and like I said, it was a good match. It did what it's supposed to do, like end the feud, but also for a Hell in a Cell, we got what we wanted. You getting the blood. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like a blood feud. Like it wasn't just a bunch of dudes hitting each other and nobody bleeding.
Yeah, I mean it's something that you and I have talked about. We must have said this 100 times, but certain matches you need that extra layer. Like again, like a match like a Hell in a Cell, I think you kind of need the blood because you can't properly sell how dangerous the match is, but then these guys aren't getting like maimed, like these guys aren't getting like busted open, nothing like that. But then you're saying like this is the most dangerous structure ever assembled. Well, if that's the case, then you gotta sell that. You gotta go to the extra layer to sell that to me.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, well, CM Punk's coming out to kind of sell the brutality of the cell, which he did some pretty good selling at the end of it all. Um, like I said, definitely violent. They didn't do too much, but did just enough. Like no one had to climb the cage for it to be good. It's just like, listen, you don't always have to fall off the cage for it to be good. Just have a good bloody match.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes less is more, and this match kind of proved that. And what I mean is that, like you said, you don't always need to. Okay, we got to do everything possible. Like we got to be jumping off the cage. We got to throw people off the top of the cell. Like you don't always need to do that.
No, you just have a violent match where dudes are like using everything and anything. Like I said, we had the toolbox. Like I said, people were getting like shit. McIntyre got a bunch of stitches on the top of his fucking noggin.
Yeah, I think he needed like 16 staples to close up his head
Yeah,
because his head was basically split open.
yeah. So like I said, like he was wearing a crimson mask during that match. Like he was open. And it's like you
You
like to
know,
see
it's
that in this match. You like to see shit like
yeah,
it's a Hell in a Cell. He should be wearing a
yeah.
crimson mask.
It's like I hate that he got. It sucks that he got hard way busted open, but in the grand scheme of things, he's fine. He got his head stapled up, but this is a match that people are gonna remember for years because people are gonna remember how violent. People are gonna remember how bloody this match is, and it's like again going back to what we said, like they didn't need to go over the top. Like let's go back to the barbed wire cage match between Adam Copeland and like Malachi Black. Like that's the perfect example of Copeland jumping off the cage should have never happened. Like he never needed to do that. It was totally reckless, totally stupid, and as a result of it, he suffered a major injury.
Yep.
Where I'm glad in this match they didn't Punk and Drew McIntyre, they didn't feel the need to do that. They didn't feel the need to be like, hey, like we gotta do everything in this match.
No, I mean they did some pretty decent spots. Like the table spot on the to the outside was good. Like that
Yeah,
spot he did where he misses the claymore and just like kind of bangs his ass and lower back into the steps. Like, that shit looked like it fucking hurt.
You know, it's like they did just enough without taking it over the top.
Real quick, I'm non-wrestling related. I gotta drop this non-sponsor because I just found some new product, and I am fairly
I love it.
so. The reason we were kind of late is because I literally just got in the house. I was out and I had to go to Walmart to pick up something, and in the midst of me leaving, at the cash register, you know, they have all the snacks and stuff there.
Yeah.
So there's a new product from Pringles. They're called Mingles.
Oh,
Now, the best way to describe them is they kind of have the texture and consistency of like a cheese doodle almost. Like if you ever had
okay.
a Cheetos, it's like that texture.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just Googled it. I'm kind of looking at it now so I can get a better idea.
And they had two flavors that caught my eye. One was dill pickle and ranch,
Delicious.
and the other one was barbecue and pizza.
Ooh, okay.
So naturally, I grabbed both.
Yeah.
Now, the dill pickle and ranch is good, but that barbecue and pizza, that shit hitting right there.
Okay. Is that what you're working on right now?
Uh huh.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
good as hell, boy. Like I said, I got just saying. Like I don't know if they're pretty much going to probably be limited because this ain't your normal Pringles. And I found it at Walmart. So like I said, if you're at Walmart, I found them by the reg. Check them out. It's pretty good. Now I
I'll
think
keep
there was
my
a
eye
third
out for them.
flavor, but I kind of ignored it. So no third flavor with like cheese or something.
Uh, cheddar and sour cream.
That's probably what it was. But yeah, man, not bad. Pretty good snacks. I recommend it. Try them out. You know how we do around here. You know, listen, it wouldn't be a North American thick boy if I wasn't tasting the world. Okay? It wouldn't be a two-time beautiful Bobby Cup winner if I didn't indulge in every cuisine that there's out there to taste. And I gotta recommend it to my
I mean,
viewing audience. Come on.
that's right. Like people don't actually come here to hear our takes on wrestling. Like they don't care about that. They just come here to hear about what snacks we got going on or what we're eating. They come here to hear us talk about like making
Okay,
sandwiches
okay.
and fried chicken, and
Since we
that's the real
okay,
meat.
this is gonna be kind of funny because this happened yesterday, and I need to get your take on this.
All
So,
right.
if I say to you in chat, you can also chime in. If I say to you, baked potato, French fries, what do you picture in your mind? And chat, like I said, chat, if you want to chime in, please do. Baked potato, French fries. When you hear that, baked potato, French fries, what are you thinking about? Like, what are you picturing? Like, Matt, please tell me, what do you picture when you
I'm,
hear
I'm
baked potato, French fries?
okay. I'm picturing like a huge like baked potato that's like split down the center, and you open it up a little bit and you like stuff it with French fries. Like that's what I'm picturing.
Okay, I didn't think of that, but that is, but I can see where you're coming from. Now, potato wedges, maybe I can see that too. See, okay, so what I pictured a baked potato French fry would be French fries that would just be topped with things you would put on a baked potato, like sour cream, bacon, cheese, chives, things like that nature. That's what I
Okay.
envision if you was to say to me a baked potato French fry.
Okay.
Okay, so now with that being said, I go out last night to eat, and my wife is like, "I don't eat my side. I'm not gonna eat my side. So get whatever, and you can just have the side." So I'm like, "Bet." On the menu was baked potato French fries. So I'm like, "Hey man, that sounds interesting. Like that sounds like a good idea. Like to have baked potato toppings on French fries. That sounds delicious, right? On paper."
Mhm.
So order the baked potato French fries. Meal comes out, and it's literally like a whole potato cut in fours, and you got 3 pieces of them. So basically, they are giant potato wedges, and they're fried. Now you ask yourself, did they put anything
Oh.
on it? No. It is just plain. It is just a third. It is just a quarter of a potato that has been baked and then fried. Nothing on it. Like nothing. It's literally just a hunk of potato that was baked and then
Hmm.
fried. And I was just like laughing my ass off because I was like, this was not what I was expecting, bro. I wasn't expecting 3 chunks of a big ass potato. Like just like they look like potato wedges, but just literally extra large. Like I said, it's like taking a whole potato and cutting it into like 4 quarters. And somebody baked 3 quarters of that and fried it up for you and he said, "Here, baked potato French fry."
Yeah, see, my issue with that is that to me fits in more of the category of like that's what I would classify as like a potato wedge.
It was bigger than a potato wedge. It was literally a quarter of a potato. Bro, I kid you not. If you take a potato right now, cut it in half, and then cut those 2 halves in a quarter, and then bake it and fry it, that's what they served me, dog. Gave me 3 of them out of the 4. But they took a
Were they
really
good
big,
though?
but it was a really big potato.
Were they good though?
It was good, but the only reason it was good is because I had a side of ranch to dip it in. So it was like, that kind
Okay,
of makes
yeah.
up for it. But it was still like, was not expected though. Wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, that's the thing is like sometimes sometimes if you're just eating like a mouthful of potato, it could be kind of like plain. Sometimes like it's nice to like you said with like a baked potato, you kind of get your sour cream and you get your bacon and your like cheese and stuff like that. It adds a little more depth of flavor versus just eating like mouthfuls of potato.
Yeah, and like I said, it wasn't bad. Like it was fried on the outside, it was soft on the inside, and like I said, it's just a potato. Like they didn't even put no salt or nothing on it. It's just plain.
No
So
salt?
no
Wow.
nothing, bro. Just plain. Just plain.
Whoa. Salt seems like not even like that shouldn't even be like a I shouldn't you shouldn't even
Well,
have
like I
to ask
said,
for that. Like you
but
should
see, I didn't worry about it. Like I
automatically.
said, I had a side of ranch from the appetizer, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna dip it in ranch." And it's like, bro, that shit was good. Plus, my man's had some. He had like this honey cinnamon butter because he was eating sweet potato fries, and I put some of that shit on mine. Yo, that shit was good as fuck, boy.
What about the entree? What did
Well,
you get for the entree?
well, see, I must have been carbo loading because I had it's called the Broadway Bowl, which was like, like those KFC great cut gravy bowl things they be having.
Oh yeah, like the
So
famous bowls.
yeah, so like mashed potatoes, corn, cheese, gravy, and then I had brisket and chicken on it. That shit was good as hell.
Oh, that sounds good.
That shit was real.
That sounds
Plus,
good.
I was taking the potato chunks and dipping that shit in the gravy.
Ooh.
Like I said, I made those fucking chunks, them potato chunks work, kid. Yeah, I was eating them shits.
I like a nice famous bowl.
Yeah, that shit was good, man. So, but like I said, I found, like I said, I'm not even mad about it. Like I find it more humorous than anything, because like I said, like it's not what I was thinking. I did not know, there was nowhere in my mind that I thought somebody was just gonna bring me a big slab of potato and be like,
Yeah,
here's your French. And like I said, they bring you 3 pieces, so like that's the French fry. That's the sweet potato French fry. 3 big ass pieces of potato. This
where's the
is
fourth?
no, you don't get the fourth. You like you might as well just give motherfucker the
Damn.
whole potato.
Yeah, they gypped you. They didn't even give you the whole potato.
Trust me, I was good after the 3rd piece, bro.
Yeah, that sounds good, but yeah, like I definitely like when you proposition me with this question, a big hunk of fried potato is probably the last thing I would have thought of.
Yeah. Cause like I've seen places that do like nacho fries, and when you hear nacho fries, you think, okay, you're gonna take some French fries and put some nacho sauce on them or whatever, or whatever the ingredients of nachos would be. And 9 times out of 10, that's what they
Yeah,
do. They're not gonna send you some fried ass pieces of cheese and be like, here you go, nacho fries. Like that's not gonna happen.
yeah,
So, like I said, when I heard baked potato French fries, I'm thinking, man, baked potato toppings on some French fries. Why has no one done this before?
yeah.
Like that just sounds like a good idea. At the end of the day, that sounds like a good idea. Some sour cream, some cheese, bacon, and some chives on some fucking French fries. I mean, I would have to believe somebody's doing that shit right now, right?
Yeah, yeah, that sounds good as fuck.
We got on Raw, we got main event Jey Uso about to defend the IC title against Xavier Woods. We're still on that New Day, will they, won't they breakup arc.
Yeah,
But back to wrestling stuff. I know we kind of had that little bit of food segment. I apologize, but it was important. These problems matter. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what the people come here for.
These problems matter. So you know what I'm saying? I don't want you guys out there falling for the trap. Don't be like me.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the trap. I do it so you don't have to, okay? Yo, Samantha Irvin, son. Yo, man, get out of my head, man. Samantha Irvin, son. She knows what she out there doing in these streets. I bet she having fun now that Ricochet not there.
Yeah.
Cause you got menaces like Xavier Woods still working in the cut. You know what he can get. You know how he get down.
Yeah.
We already know Xavier ain't got no scruples. He a menace. The crazy part is like, bro, we laughing, but like it's real in the field in the wrestling biz, son. Like, listen, as soon as you walk away, it's a wrap. And
I mean,
it
listen,
ain't
you
even
know,
a
like
thing like it ain't even a thing like, oh, dudes ain't loyal. No, nobody loyal, son. Ain't nobody loyal.
I
Women, the
think
men, they ain't loyal.
I think it's I think it's a thing, like you gotta like I'm saying this purely from a standpoint of like I'm not gonna take anybody's morality into question, but I'm gonna say like, listen, man, like you're on the road 300 days a year, you're staying in hotels every night. You got women or men kind of throwing themselves at you. It must be tough, man. It must be tough.
But I'm not even talking about the rats. I'm talking about like just the talent themselves. It's like y'all riding the road together. Y'all share hotel rooms. Like,
But
bro,
yeah, that's what I
how
mean.
many times have we heard about cats losing their woman because of fucking storyline? Let's not forget about Kevin Sullivan. He worked himself into a divorce.
That's the
He
thing, and
booked.
like
He literally booked
even though
himself
like
into a divorce. This dude booked himself into a divorce. Real in real life.
even even like rats aside though, like you know what I mean? Like you're telling me like well again we saw it like with seen it time and time again. Like you're telling me none of those women back in that locker room, like there's not one woman in that locker room that's kind of like looking at Jay and is kind of like interested because you know like think about it too, right? Like those women, the women, they're in the same exact spot, man.
I
Like
mean,
you're like
look
you
at
said, like
Paige.
you're
Like I said, Paige made the
yeah, yeah,
rounds. Paige made the rounds.
you know.
Xavier Woods, and I say Xavier Woods because Xavier Woods has had a girlfriend and has a wife, and he still doing dirt, son, on the road, son. It don't matter. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why you hear a lot of people
Yeah,
talking all that nonsense with Liv and Dominic now because they know Dominic got a wife in real life, but it's like, yo, you got Liv Morgan all on your ass all day as a storyline. You know, fuck around. You know, yeah,
yep.
exactly. That's how you end up with the Matt Hardy, Lita Edge type situations. Like they cats be working together, be behind the scenes. So you don't mean to tell me
It happened. It just
Samantha Irvin working over there, WWE, Ricochet now on another company, so he can't even macho man her, son. He can't even macho
that's
man
right.
her.
That's right. Like you're telling me like at the end of the day, right? Like we're all at the end of the day, we all just kind of have like those like kind of like prehistoric like monkey brains where you know we need to eat and we need to fuck and stuff like that. Like we all have those just like those thinking traits and it's like a thing like yeah, like I'm sure there's people that will proposition to her and especially like now he's not there and she's kind of in that boat where
Oh,
you know
trust
she's
me, there
kind
was
of on the
cast.
road.
Trust me, there was dudes whispering in her ear while he was there. Believe that shit.
Yep,
I
yep, you
there
know
was
like
cast. There was cast in her
she's on
ear
the
way
road.
before that.
It must be it must be difficult. Like I'm sure it's hard too. I'm sure it's the same thing for the spouse that's sitting at home, right? Like I'm sure it's the same thing. Like these men and
Remember. Bret
women
Hart
that
had
they're
sunny. Bret Hart had some sunny days, and he got mad about that.
right. Yep,
He
yep.
got mad about that. Like,
He
nigga,
was having some
like,
sunny
like
days.
my wife watching. My kids is at home. So what you saying? Why you saying
Hmm.
that? Can't be saying
Yeah, like
that.
why do you think he got exactly like why like if there was nothing going on, like he would have had no reason to
And
get
I
as pissed
mean,
off as he did.
speaking of Sunny Day, look how Sunny did Candino back in them days.
Yep.
She begged everybody in the roster but Candino.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like he was on the road with her, and she was banging other dudes.
Yeah,
She was
she,
leaving.
she
She
had him
was
in the other room
leaving
while she was
his hotel
getting
room.
fucked up by Michaels. Getting
Yeah.
cucked out by Shawn Michaels.
You know what though? That's fucked up though,
That
man. That's
is
pretty
very
fucked up.
fucked up, but I mean, it just goes to show like there's no loyalty in the wrestling business. Like when you spend that kind of time with people like that, it's just gonna kind of happen because you're not with your actual family. This is your family now, so it's like, yo, if the girl I'm pretending to be my girl on TV, she want to give me some play behind the scenes, I'm probably gonna take it. I'm probably gonna take
Hmm.
it. And we both know you got a man, I got a woman. It's whatever. We don't speak on it.
Yep.
We don't speak on it. That
Right.
shit
That's right.
just you just keep it pushing, keep it moving. Because I mean, like I said,
That's
you
right.
watch a lot of them shooting videos from old wrestlers. They tell you everybody's fucking everybody. All outside of the rats, any female talent. Like I said, everybody hooking up with everybody. Like look at NXT right now. Look at NXT right now.
Hmm.
How many cats is over there hooking up? Like your man Braun Breaker went from Cora Jade to the next like nothing. And the only reason he like that is because she wasn't even on TV. Let
Yep.
that sink in for a minute. That motherfucker moved on to the next chick because Shorty was out on injury. She wasn't on TV. Got new titties and everything. Not on TV, Shorty. You
And
wasn't
you
on.
know,
You ain't out here in the trenches with me right now. So she was here for me.
it's a thing too where it's a lot easier because uh, I shouldn't say it's easier, but it's more convenient in the sense of
It's accessible. It's
they're
accessible.
they're not it's accessible, like they're not having to sneak around, like they're not having to sneak around because your wife is in a totally another state, like she's not even
Yeah.
in the same
And
state as
the
you.
boys and the
Sometimes
girls ain't talking. The boys
she's
and the
not
girls
even in
in
the
the
same
locker ain't
country.
talking. They're not talking.
Yeah, because they all in the same boat, right? Like that's the thing. Like they're hooking up because they're all in the same boat. Like they're all like, hey, like I haven't seen my
Like
partner in like
let's
3
not
weeks,
forget, like,
man.
cause we can name several names. Corey Graves with Carmella. That was a situation where Corey Graves had a wife, but ended up fucking Carmella,
Yep,
and now he with Carmella now.
yep.
Same thing. Late
Bray
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 Wyatt,
Wyatt.
JoJo. He had a wife
Yep,
before JoJo got JoJo pregnant. And
yep.
JoJo ain't even talent like that. She was just a ring announcer. So that just tells you like how deep it is. Where it's like you're working with these same people. You see these same faces more than you see your family. Y'all share the same
Yeah,
hotels. Y'all same. Sometimes y'all share the same cars. It's just it's a thing that's like it's almost bound to happen. Look at Triple H and Steph. He was fucking
mhm,
China. Now look what he's
yep,
doing.
yep.
Now look what he doing. So it's like it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, man, wrestling. Like I said,
Uh,
people be
I
thinking,
don't
oh,
know if you.
she loyal to Ricochet. She might be loyal to Ricochet, but listen, Ricochet ain't here now. Ricochet ain't here now.
Yeah, like it's not to say that like every single one of them is like that. It's not to say that, but it's just a thing of like I think it's just a thing of it is what it is. Like that's just it is what it just is what it is, man.
Jay Uso with the
Like I said, like
win.
you're on the road. You're on the road 300 days a year. You got you got all these opportunities presenting themselves to you. It's tough, man. Like Ian pointed it out, probably the best example is like Edge and Lita and Matt Hardy, like that whole situation. Like that whole situation came about because Matt Hardy was fired and Lita was still with WWE and she
Well,
was
no,
on the
Matt
road
was
all the
out.
time.
Matt, I think wasn't Matt was out injured. He wasn't on
Yeah,
TV.
you're right.
Again,
He
another
was.
one. Like I
Yeah,
said,
you're right. He was out
you're
injured.
not on TV. Not
Yep.
on TV, son. Shit happens, and like I said, Ricochet, Ricochet not here now. So
Yeah.
you don't think the killers is gonna come out and be like, yo, what's good, Samantha? Like, what popping?
That's why like it's easy to kind of it's easy with hindsight being 2020 to kind of look at Macho Man and be like, "Oh, like he was kind of a jerk," but that's why he kind of kept Elizabeth sequestered away from everybody else because he knew what the business was like. That's why he kept everybody away from his wife. He kept his wife separated from everybody else because he knew what the business was like, and he's like, no, he's like, I'm not getting my wife pulled into all this.
And then look what happened the moment they break up. Who she get? Luger.
Yep,
Luger.
yep, yep.
All right, so Jimmy retains. Xavier refuses to shake hands, and then Braun Breaker comes and runs all of them down. Well, he runs Kofi down because Kofi went to help him, and then ran over Xavier because Xavier was trying to help Kofi. So
So I guess so much for Braun, babyface Braun, because a lot of people were saying like, oh, like Braun's like after last week, Braun's kind of a babyface now, but kind of reaffirming himself as a heel tonight.
yeah, looking like it. But I mean, they need some heels, so it's fine.
Yeah. So supposedly when the Viking Raiders come back, they're gonna be the War Raiders.
Good.
I would hope. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm hoping. I would like them to get their old names back. Like I would like them to go back to being Hanson and Rowe.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
I don't know, like Eric and Ivar just never really kind of like Eric for like a Viking name just never really kind of sat right with me.
PFR. What's PFR?
I think that's for the War Raiders or the Viking Raiders.
Hmm.
They're like Nordic runes, and if you translate them, it spells out war.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, we got to get back on Bad Blood. We kind of got sidetracked a little bit, but yeah, the Hell in a Cell was
Yeah,
good. We move on to the WWE
it was.
Women's Title.
Yeah.
Bailey versus Nia Jax, which it was fine. It's
Wah,
whatever.
wah. It was whatever. Like it wasn't. The problem is going from the Hell in a Cell match to that.
That's
Like
why we need
like it
like one of
wasn't.
those like kind of like non-title filler matches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, that's why we've said it 1,000 times, but gotta have more than 5 matches. Like, see, that would have been like perfect to have like Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade, like put that in between there, or put Jay Uso and Xavier. Like if had you had that match on the pay-per-view, you could have put that in between there, and it would have been fine because you went from the best match on the card immediately into the worst match on the card, and again, like worst, not as in to say it was exceptionally bad, but I think going into it, we all knew that was going to be the least interesting match.
Yeah, we got another false Money in the Bank cash in.
Yeah, like I think the match was more just a catalyst to have a fake cash in.
And Nia retains, Bailey loses.
They teased Tiffany cashing in, but then she kind of says, "Oh no, I was never gonna cash in," even though Nia suddenly pops up like the Undertaker and sees her handing the briefcase to the ref.
But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, then we had the Damian Priest versus Finn Balor match. Again, this was a match like again could have done on Raw, but it's the only kind of really non-title filler match. And it kind of went the way you kind of expected it. Like, yeah, Judgment Day came out, interfered, but Balor, I
Yeah.
mean, not Balor, Priest found a way to prevail, and then he wins the match.
They need to refocus with Finn Balor. Like what is the plan for Finn Balor? Like are they like now that he's is his beef with Damian Priest settled, and is he going to start focusing on being tag team champions, or is it a thing where does Priest find a partner and go after the tag team titles now?
Mm-hmm. Good question.
Because like I don't know, man. Like if Judgment Day are gonna continue to hold the titles, they're gonna need to start defending them more often.
Yeah. Then we move on to the next women's match, which is the women's world title, which is Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio suspended from a shark cage.
I did not like this match.
I don't think a lot of people liked the match, and the finish didn't help it either.
So did you see that? Supposedly that finish was totally botched.
You could tell it was totally botched.
So I guess initially the plan was for the referee to do a ref bump, and then Raquel would come in, take out Rhea Ripley, and kind of put Liv Morgan over Rhea Ripley so that Liv Morgan could get the pinfall. But I guess she totally missed her cue and she came out too early, so the ref it was too obvious. Like she attacked Rhea right in front of the ref. The ref had no choice but to disqualify her. That's why after Raquel lays Rhea out in the ring, she's trying to put Liv Morgan on top of her. And if you kind of watch the scrum afterwards, Liv Morgan is talking how she's talking how she beat Rhea, but obviously she didn't. She lost.
Hmm. Yeah, it was a bad finish. Not the greatest
Yeah.
match, but
Uh, Not a great match. I didn't care for that match. It's no secret I'm not a fan of Liv Morgan to any degree, and I'm not even a huge Rhea Ripley fan, even though it feels like sacrilege saying that nowadays. Um, didn't care for that match.
all right, well, that brings us to a little moment which Raw just kind of brought up, and that's the announcement of the Crown Jewel Championship match that'll go down in 4 weeks in Saudi Arabia. What'd you think of the?
It's kind of dumb.
Huh?
It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's literally just
Like
something for the Saudi people. That's literally what it
because
is.
because to me it's like what's the stakes? So what's the point? Like you have the WWE champion fighting the world champion, which already I'm not a fan of. Like I'd much rather see them defending their titles. But then they're fighting for a championship that they're not going to do anything with. But then what's the prize? Like there's no prize cuz
The
you're
prize is
already the champion.
they're the champion of Saudi Arabia.
I guess, but like okay, like let's take the Owen Hart thing for a minute, right? Like you let's say you win the Owen Hart tournament. Yeah, you get a title, you get a title that you kind of hold on to, and it's a title that doesn't really mean anything. But the main thing is that okay, now you get a world title shot. That's the real prize. With this, you're already the world champion, so it's basically just for bragging rights. Like it's
Basically,
Braun Strowman winning. It's basically like Braun Strowman winning the greatest Royal Rumble. Like Braun Strowman wins the greatest Royal Rumble, but it ultimately doesn't really mean anything
yeah,
outside of
it's just a
he
Saudi
can he
Arabia.
can say he won it.
It's just a Saudi Arabia thing.
I think it's
It's
kind of dumb.
literally just for Saudi Arabia. That's why, like, when he announced it and what it was, you could hear the crowd kind of groan like, because they know what it means. Like it
Yeah,
means nothing. This belt is just for the crown prince in the hierarchies of Saudi Arabia. They're like, look, we crowned the WWE Crown Jewel Saudi Arabian champion. And this fucking bullshit. The
kind
titles.
of dumb. I think it's
That's
kind
why
of
it's like
dumb.
we're not gonna waste our time like we've done in the past and have our champions put up their titles and lose them here just having to redo everything they've done. So we're just gonna make a championship that they can win it, and it's here, and it means nothing. So that way, when people go to Saudi Arabia, if you dare so do, they'll put it in their little WWE center that they have there, and go, look, it's our Saudi, it's a crown jewel championship. That's all it is. It's a prop. It's a prop for
Yeah.
the Saudi government. And WWE, this is their way of like, we're tired of sitting here having people shit on us that we sit here and defend our titles here, and then it means nothing, or we end up giving titles to people that really don't need them or deserve them. But we're just gonna do it because the prince is popular and likes this wrestler and that gay shit. And it's like, here you go, crown jewel championship. So it's like, is it dumb? Absolutely. But are we gonna now do this so the champions don't have to sit there and lose their belts for no fucking reason? Yes, absolutely. It's the only reason why that gaudy fucking belt exists. And I say it's gaudy because you could tell that it's a thing that is specifically made for the Saudi people. You know how you can tell it's made for the Saudi people? The WWE logo is not the most prominent thing on that belt. Because it's not made for the WWE. It's made for the Saudi people. That's why it's got the crown jewel shit in the front. It's not made for them. It's made for the Saudi prince. So they can sit there and say they have their own belt from WWE. The same way, like I said, I guarantee you the belt that they gave Braun Strowman is probably in that fucking building that they got the shit in Saudi Arabia for WWE. I bet you it's over there. Because WWE ain't gonna do shit with it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the greatest tag team and with any other trophies and bullshit that they've sat there and had in the Saudi shows is probably sitting in their fucking building with their little WWE access thing they got in Saudi Arabia now.
Oh, I forgot about the greatest tag team. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And the best in the world and all that other nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, but I agree. Like I think this is just basically like another best in the world thing. It's another artificial prize that doesn't really mean anything. Like it doesn't mean anything in the long run outside of that night either Gunther or Sami Zayn will be able or not Sami Zayn, sorry, Cody Rhodes will be able to say they're the crown jewel champion in Saudi, but then when we come back to the States on Raw, it's not going to mean jack shit.
It's not going to mean jack shit.
To me, it's just a wait. It's just a waste of gold and leather.
It really is. That's why. Like I said. That's why when he unveiled it, the whole crowd just like no one cares, and especially because it's like, oh, you're going back to Saudi Arabia, like, you know, contrary to what people may tell them at least. None of the American audience, or for most audiences in general, do not care for these Saudi shows. Yeah. Saudi Arabia can sit there all day and try to put on a new window dress, and people still know what's going on over there. No one's not aware of what happens over there. Y'all can sit there and try to make it the most beautiful place on earth. Yeah, but it's a beautiful place that if you speak out, you fucking end up dead.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, like the part that I find funniest is you have all the divas there talking about how beautiful it is and how nice the people are, and like you realize if you live there you would not be allowed to vote, right? Like you do realize that.
Like Sonya Deville, you know, gay women ain't allowed there, right? They beat gay women. They beat lesbros, okay? Yeah. They beat up on lesbros.
But sure, keep telling us how beautiful. Keep telling us how beautiful it is there. Keep telling us how nice the people are.
It's literally just propaganda, but it's whatever. The Saudi people paid for the propaganda machine to try to give them a new face, to give them a new look, to laundry their image. You know, got to clean it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it is what it is. Like I said, people, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They want that money. now we got The Miz and Karrion Cross in the back.
Again, man, catering Cross, he does a lot of lurking and he does a lot of stalking. Like I
Did you
said,
call him
if
Catering
you put,
Cross?
yeah, I did, dude. Yeah, because he's always in catering. So, because he's always in fucking catering. He's always in catering, stalking people, never in the ring winning titles. Like, damn, if he spent as much time, like, if he spent as much time in the ring as he did lurking on people, dude would be unstoppable.
Truth versus The Miz next week, and we got a Donnybrook with Sheamus and Butch.
Again, this is something you could have had on the pay per view.
But now you get it on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so after the Crown Jewel segment, we get to the main event, the tag team match, Bloodline, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Real quick, tell me you saw the lady doing way too much on a drum she wasn't playing for Roman's entrance.
Yeah, yeah, I saw.
She's doing way too much.
The Cody Rhodes entrance has to be the worst special entrance
No, actually, you're
in all
wrong.
of
That is
history.
the best special entrance because if you understand your Cody Rhodes memes, it's the best entrance.
Bro, like imagine you paid like $1,000 to sit front row at this pay-per-view and all of a sudden someone shows up and starts blowing a tuba in your face. like, like bro.
I just find it like Cody Rhodes coming out with
That's
the all
funny.
black marching band is always the best memes.
Cody Raheem Rhodes,
Right,
the
Cody
the
Rocky Rhodes.
the the end the ender of racism.
Symbol of black excellence.
Yes, well, black excellence.
Like I like somebody posted on Twitter is this Cody Rhodes with those cheerleaders. This Cody Rhodes just surrounded by a box of black women. It didn't say nothing. It was just funny. It's just Cody Rhodes surrounded by a bunch of black women and a bunch of black cheerleaders. There's no caption or nothing. It's just a photo. But it's still funny.
It doesn't need to say anything. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
I like the one that they did a few months ago when they was like, look at all these black champions in wrestling, and they was like showing Swerve, and then it's like showing Trick Williams, and then it showed Cody Rhodes. Like it was showing like Athena, and then like all the black champions, and then it's like at the end it's just Cody Rhodes.
I don't know how that got started, but I'm so happy that it did. Oh, that shit is too funny.
Yeah, know what? Listen, some memes just write themselves, man. I don't know who started it. I don't know where it came from. I'm gonna assume it's one of those things of like, oh, Cody's got a black wife, so we just kind of go from there.
I know I saw there was one where it was it was just talking about like like Cody Rhodes, and it had him photoshopped into all these like famous like pictures.
Yeah, I
Like they
seen
had
that
him
one.
photoshopped like they had him photoshopped sitting next to like Rosa Parks on the bus, like, sitting beside her. That was too good. And then like they photoshopped him so like
Was it from the
he's standing
AEW
beside
promo
Martin
with
Luther
his
King.
about his half black, half white baby girl? Was that is that what sparked? Is that what sparked the meme?
I don't know. It might be, but whatever started it, I'm glad. I'm glad that it started because it's been an endless source of joy.
Yeah, I see they put him in there
Uh,
like with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
yeah,
It's just,
like all these, like they photoshopped all these like famous photos, like Cody Rhodes was fighting racism this whole time. Shit's too funny.
yeah, I've seen way too much of that. It's like, yo, this is
Yeah.
like people. This is why we'll never advance in technology. This is why
It's
aliens
like,
won't come visit us because they like, yo,
yeah,
we give them technology and this is what they do with it.
yeah, like this is what like they could be curing diseases right now, but instead they're just making memes.
Making Cody Rhodes memes. It's like, you know what? Several years ago, the aliens showed up and gave us the internet, told us what it was for, and we fuck around. It's like, oh, can you get
Yeah.
porn on that?
You get porn on that. Yeah, that's too good.
But they're like, but Earthlings, it's for information. Yeah, can I jerk off on it though?
Yeah.
And does it have subscription service so I can torrent movies and music? Can I create a dark web so I could do illicit, illegal shit? Like it's why we can't have nice things, man.
That's funny.
But yeah, the match itself was fine. Like it's a tag team match. It went down kind of the way you kind of expected. Eventually, the bloodline showed up to help out. But we do
Yeah.
get the return of Jimmy Uso,
Yeah.
and he comes in to kind of help out with the Roman Reigns to get the win. Cody takes out Jacob Fatu with the big table spot, and Roman takes down Solo. You know, and then we get to a point where Roman and Jimmy are about to leave, but then the bloodline start beating up on Cody. They go in to help him out. You have a bit of a stare down and just celebration, and the next thing you know, the final boss is showing up. And for some reason,
Yeah, but
he's still walking around with that People's Champion title on his shoulder.
yep. I don't know what that's about, but
But he does a bit
I
of a
guess.
finger gesture, kind of counting. He only counts to 4. That leads me to believe War Games. Because he counts 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then does like the finger slice through the neck gesture. And,
Yeah.
and so, like, I'm assuming 4 means a team of 4 for War Games. Because, like I said, Survivor Series is right around the corner. And that's War Games. The question is now, who is he on? What side is he on? Now, it's almost kind of clear to say, he's with Roman and them. But then there's footage from Solo in the 2.0 bloodline in the stands talking about it's part of the plan. Like just kind of playing in front of the crowd, you know what I'm saying? But he was sitting there going, part of the plan when The Rock came out. But for the most part, I would say
I mean,
Bad Blood. It was a fine. Like again, I'm conflicted a bit, Matt, because I don't care for the 5-match pay-per-view setup. Also, we started at a really early start time, like more earlier than usual. Like at what is it? 6 o'clock start time.
6 o'clock.
So show's over by freaking like 9 o'clock, which is fine. But
Yeah.
it's like I would preferred more matches. Like I said, like the Hell in a Cell was good. I think the fact that you just have like 2 women title matches, kind of nothing feud match, and then and a feud tag team match, is like you could have had more title matches. You could have dropped at least 3 more matches on this card. We could have had a
It's
U.S.
kind
title
of
match. Hell, you could have did the
yeah.
match with Xavier versus Jimmy. I mean versus Jay on that show instead of having it here on Raw or this shenanigan fight we're having right now.
Yeah, like I mean, even like the three-way ladder match for the tag team titles on SmackDown, like that would have been perfect for like the pay-per-view.
Yeah, and that was a pretty decent match.
Like the dumpster match could have been. There's a lot of stuff they could have. I think that just the 5-match cards don't work. It's like if you go it's like going to like a really like let's say you go into like a really like fancy restaurant or whatever, you don't want to you want to sit down and you want to maybe like order like a little appetizer, maybe have a little drink, then you're gonna get your entree, and then after your entree maybe you have like a cup of coffee with like a dessert, like you like that experience.
Oh,
The problem with these shorter pay-per-views is that they're just hitting you with everything in rapid succession and there's no breathers.
not that there's no breathers, but it's the thing of like these matches are there's some of these matches are given too much time, and some of them don't deserve this time. Like the Hell
Like,
in a Cell was pretty lengthy, but it was a good match and it warranted the time. The Bailey match didn't need all that time. The Damian Priest
no.
match didn't need all that time. And the Rhea Ripley Liv Morgan match didn't need all that time.
Like it just feels like, okay, Hell in a Cell. Then you're instantly into the SmackDown Women's title. Then you're instantly into the Priest Finn Balor match. Fine, and then we're like women's world title. Like get a couple undercard. It's
Like
nice
the
to have
only
a
the
couple
only break
undercard
the only
matches in
break
there.
in the whole show was the whole title thing, the Gunther, the Goldberg situation. Like that was the only real break in the wrestling as
Yeah.
far as like I said, as far as wrestling's concerned. Because that segment itself was probably like 15, 20 minutes. Between Triple H coming out and announcing the belt, between Gunther coming out and saying his little words, and from Goldberg coming out and having his little rage moment. Like, and then we had Sami Zayn show up to attack Gunther. So, like I said, we had a whole segment that could have been just another match.
Mhm.
And you could have made the announcement for this belt on Raw.
Yep.
Like I said, they're having a pretty hard hitting match right now. No blood though. I like to see some blood. They're gonna be here swinging crickets and putting each other through tables. I mean, they had a really nice table spot. I mean, Sheamus is bleeding through the elbow, but that's just
Yeah.
because we went through a table. So, oh, that cut him up right there. Pete Dunne just hit with a draw. That shit cut the fuck out of his back right there.
See, like, yeah, like this match, like this is something like this is like pay-per-view quality.
Sheamus wins with a bro kick with arms zip tied behind his back. Mm. Okay, a little bit of blood. A little bit of blood, but not a lot of blood. Well, I mean, they're packing it all in 2 hours now. So
Yeah,
basically, also, to kind of tie a bow on Bad Blood, we had an incident that went down between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. I guess it was one of those kind of like not you weren't supposed to see it, but it happened. The people seeing it because they wanted you to see it. Where Kevin Owens attacks Cody Rhodes in the back after his match.
yeah, like they wanted us to see it, but they wanted it to feel like we're not supposed to see it. Or like it feels like you're not supposed to see it, but you know that we were supposed to see it.
That's right, Gunther versus Sami Zayn tonight for the title.
I was kind of I I was kind of noticing about that like that opening segment where you kind of have everybody interrupting everybody, and it kind of makes me wonder if that's like, hey, we only got 3 hours, so we got to like rapid fire these promos.
I mean, they could skip some promos if you really needed to cut some time, you know?
Ideally.
Well, what do I know, right?
Yeah.
Just some guy. Okay. I gotta test out these new headphones real quick. Give me a second. Gotta make sure they work. Hmm. So, it's gonna be difficult, eh? They're matching.
It's kind of sad to see Raquel, former tag team champion,
Oh, really?
reduced to opening the car door for Liv Morgan.
Yeah. Oh, wow. These headphones are garbage.
Yeah, no good.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? I paid $1 for them.
Uh,
I paid
I guess.
$1. You get what you pay for. But I just wanted to see if they fit, so that
Yeah,
way I get a general idea of the size. So when I get actual good headphones, I'll know what I'm looking for, because I didn't know exactly the
makes sense.
size. So like if they spending like $5, $8 for headphones that don't fit, buy $1 pair. If the dollar pair fits, then they just gotta find the exact ones that match. That's all. It's a weird idea, but it kind of works. Oh no, I gotta get on another boat. Shit. Gotta try this one out now. This should work. Right? Hey man, okay. Oh wow. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How about chat? Chat hear me, right? Although these headphones are kind of shit too, but that's alright.
Uh, yeah, I thought Bad Blood as a whole. I thought it was fine. Like again, wasn't the best pay per view I ever saw. Wasn't the worst. I definitely did like that. I definitely did like that Hell in a Cell match a lot. I did enjoy that. I thought uh I thought the bit I thought the bit with Gunther was pretty good. Uh yeah, I see you. I'm with you. I'm with you, Gojira. I see you. Yeah, I agree. The promo could have been cut, but we got to remember that this is Monday Night Raw, so they got to have promos. They can't go an episode of Raw without promos, so we have to have that. But yeah, I like the bit with Gunther where he was like telling Goldberg, he's like I know I said a couple weeks ago you were my favorite wrestler growing up, but that wasn't true. And then he tells Goldberg's son, he's like, I hope your father's a better I hope he's a better father than a wrestler. I thought that was pretty good. Gunther being a bit of a menace on Saturday. Being a little bit of a menace. But yeah, I thought it was a good show. I thought it was a good show for what it was. Like there wasn't There wasn't anything there that I really did not like. Oh, and extended crowd shot. Why are we wasting our time with this? Oh, we got Ava. Ava's here. Ethan Page on Raw. Oh my god. Ojira, that's Ethan Page. You know, I guess he's not happy after Punk cost him the title on NXT, so I guess maybe we're gonna get a Ethan Page CM Punk feud. I don't know. Now we got the Unholy Union. Always a nice time seeing Isla Dawn. Oh, versus the Lesbros. Got the Lesbros in action. Guns up for the Finger Bang Gang. Little bit of a ladies tag team match. Oh, is it a three-way ladies tag team match? Oh, it's a oh. Oh, this is a 10 women's tag team match. Whoa, we got all
Hey, yo.
the women's
Hey, Matt, can you
in
hear
this
me?
match.
Oh, I gotta back out. Can you come back
They're just like,
out?
all right, take every single female
Hey, yo, can you
in
hear
the
me now?
locker room. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, cool. Chat, can chat hear me? Let me make sure it's happening here. So we got your favorite wrestler, Natalia. We got Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Lyra Valkyria, and Zelina Vega going up against the Unholy Union and the Les Bros.
Lesbro's not even wearing like ring gear. They're just wearing like black.
Cause they're the Les Bros. The Les Bros. Gonna finger bang your mom. Les Bros. Gonna buy her a box of wine and die in your mom's. The Les Bros. Hey, yo, what's going on, Mary? Probably thought they wasn't wrestling today, so they was like, I ain't bringing my ring gear. They're not professionals like Alpha Phi and Aladon over here. They're not professionals.
They're like, oh shit! Like Raw's 2 hours. We thought we weren't gonna be on the show.
Psych! Everybody's getting it. Instead of having 2 matches, you're just gonna throw you all in 1 match.
Yeah. But you know what? As much as I'm saying, like again, like this is something where this would have been a great kickoff match at the pay-per-view. But I guess that's me. I guess I'm just always asking for more.
I mean, we are getting a little more matches and less of the segments, so I'm okay with that. I'm always okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll never not be for less talk, more wrestling.
Yeah.
But kind of moving aside over from WWE stuff for a moment. Let's talk about AEW real quick. AEW past week had their was the 5-year anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall what happened because I know some things happened. I'm trying to remember real quick. It's been a few days. I know we're gonna get a match with Jericho and Mark Briscoe at Wrestle Dream for the Ring of Honor title because he wants to be the Nueve. When I called that,
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What's he gonna call himself? The Nueve?" What did I say? I said that.
You said that.
Nueve?
You said it.
He's petitioning to be the Nueve if he wins the title again. I know we got Darby Allin's got an open challenge coming up. In fact, can you pull up the Wrestle Card match because it's next Saturday, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Pull up the card. Okay. We can.
Okay.
But what was I saying? What was I about to say? No, I do recall. I remember because I think I might have texted you. I might have said something to you. But like I was kind of keeping count of how much promo time Dynamite was throwing in there. Like I said, they had a substantial amount of like promos and backstage segments. It's not egregious as how WWE's were, but they pack theirs in as well where they can.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be like a pre-show match. I don't recall seeing this announced, but I guess Brian Cage is gonna challenge Atlantis Jr. for the Ring of Honor TV title.
That's what's up.
I guess that's gonna be a pre-show match. I'm okay with it. Like I'm okay with them
I could
mixing
almost see
in
them putting the
the Ring
title
of
on
Honor
Brian
titles here
Cage
and
to kind of
there.
get the title back in the company, to be honest.
And
I
then
mean,
we got
Atlantis, he's had a
so
good
you
run
already
with it.
mentioned
He's
it.
had
We
a
got
good
Mark
run with it for a
Briscoe
couple months.
defending the Ring of Honor title against Chris Jericho. I don't really expect Chris Jericho to win this one. I don't know what the finish is going to be per se,
I
but
hope he does it, to be honest. I hope he does it.
like I kind of I don't expect Jericho to win. I think there will probably be like outside interference. There will probably be a bunch of shenanigans. We got Darby Allin versus Brody King, which I guess is a result from Collision. I guess at Collision, I guess Brody King jumped Darby Allin or whatever.
Yeah, it's because Darby had an open challenge for Wrestle Dream since he stupidly put his title on the line against Moxley. So now he was just having an open challenge, and it looks like Brody King answered the challenge.
I wonder if this is gonna be like a red herring.
Nah, I think they're working with something because Darby already kind of shot a promo like, listen, I've never beat you. Like, I beat you in a casket match, but that wasn't enough. I've never beat you. Like, I've never pinned you. So there's already an emphasis of, like, this is a match that has some history that, like, yeah, Brody's beaten Darby several times, but Darby can't beat Brody outside of a casket match, which again, that's a casket match. But he's never
Okay.
pinned Brody King. Oh.
Okay, makes sense, I guess.
So I don't see it as a red herring. I just see it as they're just gonna have a match between Brody King and Darby Allin. That's it.
Okay, I guess I'm okay with that. We got Jack Perry defending the TNT title against Shibata.
That should be a decent match.
Yeah, I'm leaning more to I'm leaning towards probably Jack Perry retaining.
Yeah.
Uh, and then this match, I think is gonna be match of the night. This has got Show Stealer written all over it. But we got a three-way for the international title. We got Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet. Yeah, I think that's got like Show Stealer written all over it.
Yeah, but I hope put it on Takeshka.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lyra's team wins, beating the Les Bros in the Holy Union.
Yeah, I'm sure Sami Zayn is gonna win tonight.
Sami Zayn?
Yeah. Okay, we also have the Young Bucks versus Private Party for the tag team titles. Again, I don't expect Private Party to win.
Uh, I don't know.
As much as I would,
They're really trying to like push the party right now. I don't see them winning, but I feel like they. I don't know because it's like I said, Private Party's been there like from day one. You'd have think they'd have
yeah,
had the titles already, but they just been
yeah.
nothing but just enhancements of jobbers
The
or
thing
just
too is like
background dressing.
the Young Bucks don't really need the tag team titles right now. Like the titles being on the Young Bucks, it's not really doing anything for them.
No, I mean hell, what is that? Their third reign now?
Yeah, third reign.
Like, come on now. That's what I'm saying. Like, why is Private Party not? Y'all forsakes Private Party for fucking Keith Lee and Swerve. Like,
Yep.
come on. Y'all forsake them for the Acclaim.
Yes.
I say give it to Private Party, to be honest. Give it to Private Party.
I would like to see Private Party win. Like ideally, Private Party gets the win, but again, it's hard for me to kind of bet against the Young Bucks at this point. But I would be inclined to agree with you. I would give it to Private Party. Then we have Mariah May defending the women's title against either Britt Baker or Willow Nightingale.
I feel like it's probably going to go the route of Willow.
Yeah, because it seems like Willow and Mariah May already have something going on there.
Yeah. So. Because
And then,
they had a little thing going on at Collision the other night. So
yeah. And then we got Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley for the world title. I don't expect John Moxley to win the title.
yeah, neither do I. I don't
You have
foresee
to
it happening.
you have to think because if Bryan loses, then there's no kind of payback for him. There's no kind of justice for him. Like if he loses, then where does he go? He goes nowhere. He goes away.
Yeah, basically. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Speaking of which, NXT tomorrow night we got Obafemi versus the Don once again for the North American. You think the Don finally gets it, or does Obafemi just
I kind of
continue
think
to
he'll get it.
just dominate?
I kind of feel like he gets it tomorrow. I mean, Obafemi's he's gotta lose the title at some point, right?
I mean, you would think, right? Especially, I would think they would want to kind of get him up to the main roster at this point. Like, how much more do like he's literally beating everybody on the NXT roster. Who else can he beat other than you making him
Yeah,
world champion? Then and he beat up on Trick. Who else he beating up on?
exactly.
So I would imagine either y'all gonna take the title off of him and move him up to the NXT championship, or y'all just straight bringing the dude to the main roster. I would think that would be the options here.
And I think at this point, the Don has already had one match with Obafemi, so I think he's gonna be a little more familiar with him this time. He knows what he's getting into this time. Like he's been able to train better.
Oh, but debuting at the Rumble, I mean, that's possible. Like I would say, like, hey, if you really wanted to go that route, you have him lose the North American to D'Angelo, write him off TV for a while. Maybe I don't know. Between I don't assume they're doing any draft anytime soon, or he just
No
show up
problem.
at the Rumble.
So you think just go straight to main roster? Like don't give him the world title, don't give him the NXT title, just move him straight
If
up.
that's the case, they would have done that in the first place. The way they got him booked with that North American, you could have done that with the NXT title, to be honest. But there's too many dudes they need to establish in the main side of thing. That is like, yeah, he sat there and just ran roughshod on that mid card title.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he powerbombed Dragon Lee to the main roster.
Mhm.
So it's like I said, how many more people can he beat outside of beating the actual main guys, which is what? Ethan Page, Trick Williams, like who hasn't he beat up on that roster? Not many. Everyone else got fed
Yeah,
from Cro-Magnon men to, like I said, to Dragon Lee.
yeah.
And like I said, they don't have that many baby faces. Like I said, they already got him beating up motherfuckers from TNA. So you might as well just move him up to the main roster. Cause like I said, I'm trying to figure. Like I said, if that's the case, then if he should just lose the title and then go straight for Trick Williams. Then
Yeah, I know.
if you're not gonna move him to the main roster, then he has to go for Trick Williams. Then
I know it's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen. But just for a minute, how crazy would it be if Goldberg shows up tonight and spears Gunther and costs Gunther the world title, and they put the title on Sammy?
what, to have him go up against Cody at Saudi Arabia?
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking for a minute. Just hear me out for a minute, because they teased something between Goldberg and Gunther, and we know the Saudis, they love Goldberg. So is it a thing where they asked for, like, hey, we want a Goldberg match, and then, like, again, Sammy kind of took Mansoor's spot, and now Sammy's like the big, like, Saudi guy. Like, he took Mansoor's spot. Do you think WWE would, like, do something like that? Like, I think they would do it if the Saudis asked them to do it. I think they would.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Like
Like
like like Gunther,
give him the belt for like a month or two, and then have Gunther
yeah.
just get it back.
Yeah, like, have the so Sammy wins tonight, and then at the Saudi show we get Gunther versus Sammy, champion versus champion, or we get Sammy versus Cody, and then Gunther has a big match with Goldberg. Goldberg has been asking for a long time. He wants one more retirement match at WWE. He wants a retirement match. He wants an official retirement match. He's been asking for that. So we get Gunther versus Goldberg at Crown Jewel, Sammy versus Cody, and then after Crown Jewel, you can just have Gunther beat Sammy and get the title back. It sounds crazy, but it's not. I don't think it's as outside the realm of believability as people might think, if you kind of put some logic behind it, because it seems like they definitely teased. Because what was the point of the Goldberg Gunther segment at Bad Blood then? What was the point of it then?
Good question. Damn good question.
Because it's not a thing where, like, okay, like, Gunther is antagonizing Goldberg, and then Goldberg jumps the guardrail, then Goldberg spears Gunther, and Goldberg lays him out. We kind of didn't really get that, so it seems like that was more of just a tease. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of throwing wild stuff out here, but I don't think it's as I don't think it's likely to happen, but I'm not saying it's as impossible. Plus, Sammy's like a good workhorse, man. Sammy's like a good workhorse. He's been a good hand for years. it might be something where like, okay, Sammy, we're gonna give you a cup of coffee, Rain. It's not gonna be much, but at least you'll be able to say you were world champion, and you know,
Yeah.
you can go into Saudi Arabia as champion. It'll be a great moment for you, but then after you're gonna drop the title back to Gunther, but at least you'll be able to say you're world champion. Like it's not outside the realm of possibility because they did that with Dolph Ziggler. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I mean, there's only 18 minutes left of Raw, so whatever happens, you got to expect that it's gonna happen pretty soon.
Yeah, you would have to think. Although, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all expect usually 3 hours of clickbait, and you will get 3 hours of clickbait, even though you're gonna get 2 hours of Raw. The third hour, you're gonna see Blood and Blunts 2, week 2, son. We're gonna do commentary. Because it was a great night. Week 1 was spectacular. Week 2, have you seen week 2 yet, Matt?
I have not.
Oh, well, see, you're in for a treat. We're gonna have week 2, Blood and Blunts 2, stack card. In fact, we went by the PLE system. PLE system. So that means only 6 matches. We did one more match than WWE for week 2 of Blood and Blunts 2. But good matches nonetheless, though. So it's gonna be a good third hour here on Kliqbait Wrestling. I'm gonna have some fun. We're gonna watch some real professional wrestling. Probably some of the best wrestling you'll see on the internet today. I mean, the card itself is just stacked and packed, man. And I promise you this: at Blood and Blunts, you get the blood. Okay, you get the blood. Listen, I don't know if you guys are subscribed to my guy, The White Race. He does the ELW. You should check him out. And also appreciate to everybody who stopped by to just poke their head in. Even if you're just sitting here lurking or with just background noise, appreciate it, man. You can pick any background noise, but you chose Kliqbait Wrestling, and we appreciate that. Let us be your background noise.
That's right.
Also, smash that like as well. But as I was saying, there's good stuff going over there with the ELW, man. Like Blood and Blunts 2 just wrapped up. It is now an annual thing. This is their second year of Blood and Blunts as a franchise, as a PLE. Second year of the Beautiful Bobby. I'm trying to establish this as the number one memorial tag team tournament in professional wrestling, whether real or fictional, because I think Beautiful Bobby Eden should be recognized. Like I get, like honestly, truthfully, I get the Dusty Cup, but Dusty Rose is not synonymous to me with tag team wrestling.
No.
Crockett Cup, I get it. It was a tradition that the NWA did, but nothing about the Crockett Cup is synonymous with just tag team wrestling. Yeah, it's a tag team tournament, but it's not named after a tag team wrestler. The Beautiful Bobby is named after a wrestler, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, who was one of the greatest tag team wrestlers. That's why the Beautiful Bobby Cup honors his memory with a tag team tournament. And like I said, we don't take this tournament lightly, ladies and gentlemen. There are qualifiers. You just can't walk in the door and be like, put me in the BBC. No. You got to work to get that BBC. Okay? And like I said, many teams from all over professional wrestling, free agents, WWE superstars, TNA superstars, all, stars from the past, all wanted to be in this tournament this year. And the ones that qualified, man, they cut their teeth. They earned their spots. There's some people might argue, that the champions got easy. They got a bye. They didn't have to do anything to qualify, and it's like, well, why should they? They won last year. They've already
They
qualified
they
by
qual-
just being champions.
That's right. They qualified by winning last year's tournament.
But not just that, but they are the world tag team champions, so giving them the right to bypass entry. They're good enough. They're champions. They're already good enough. That why should the tag team champions have to enter in a tournament that's trying to determine who will face the tag team champions?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, by all accounts, the champions have the right to forfeit having to go through any preliminaries to get to the first round. They're automatic. In fact, Sick Boys got the bye. They went straight to quarterfinals. They don't even have to deal with that preliminary first round stuff because it's like, hey, you're the champions. You can wait till the quarterfinals to compete. You don't gotta go through all this preliminary. You've already proven that you're the best. You're the best.
Yeah.
If anything, people are trying to compete to get to your level. And then if they can succeed and defeat you to get to the next round and so forth, then that team would have had number one contendership. But what happened? The Thick Boys dominated. They came into the Beautiful Bobby and won 3 matches that night to solidify that they are the number one tag team in all of internet wrestling. Of all the simulated wrestling, the North American Thick Boys are the best. Number one seed and number one champions. And you'll see tonight, they had to decide who was going to face the Thick Boys for the titles. Because listen, the Thick Boys ain't take a night off. As tradition in Blood and Blunts, not only do the winners get a title shot at the tag team titles, they get a title shot the next night. Now, this year's Blood and Blunts wasn't a 2-night event, it was a 2-week event, so they had time to rest up a little bit. But that next week, the Thick Boys would be defending their titles. So there's no rest for the wicked, no rest for the weary. The champ still got to put in that work. But now it's who gets to challenge them. That was the question. But tonight we gonna find out. A 3-way dance, Matt. 3-way dance. The last 3 teams that were in the Final Four, a man had to be represented, and that winner and their team would get that shot at the title. Seems only fair. Last ditch effort for everyone to get a chance to reach the brass ring. So I try to make good I try to help the team at ELW book good shows. But I mean, right now, Sami Zayn. I mean, it's Sami Zayn versus Gunther right now. So it's a little bit of the same of what you've seen already in the past. It's just a matter of how is this going to finish. That's the real question. Like, we're not in anybody's hometown. Nobody's wife and kids are sitting in the audience. So it's like, okay, how's this going to play out? It's still for the title. Both men technically have a win on each other, so this is a rubber match of sorts. The fact that we got time to go picture in picture as well, I don't know. Plus, if he loses the title tonight, he's only had the title for like maybe a month and a half, not even like 2 months. Yeah, but then if he goes into a program with Goldberg, it's not like Goldberg's gonna do the job for Gunter. So how did you come back from that and it's like, give me my title back? And then what? Sammy just chases him what all the way to back to Mania. Oh, catches him with another haluva kick, but damn near took his head off with that lariato. Lariato. Yeah, they're still waiting. They're still waiting for Yokozuna. We got Hulk Hogan and Zuna right here. Yeah, he's gonna want to put some hands on him for sure. Well, Gunther trying to put Sammy to sleep right now, trying to take him to Betty by land. But Sami Zayn not giving up. Sami Zayn fighting. Shout out to everybody watching. Again, as always, smash that like. Looks like Sami Zayn's about to go down, and that's it. He's out. Mm-hmm. Guess we're not going to Saudi. Guess we're not going to Saudi. Goldberg's gonna show up to cost Gunther the match so Cody can get the crown jewel belt. Yeah, true. I mean, Gunther's a monster, man. Gunther's a monster. Like, had to put him in that sleeper hold. Oh, here come Cody. Cody. Champion versus champion. Face to face. Oh, it's just about to get good and they cut off the feed. God damn it, USA. That's all. That's all right. Fuck that. All right, let's check this out. We still got more wrestling here tonight. So, Matt, you can see it in the Discord, right? All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure, so I should not be able to hear. So, we got the Blood and Blunts 2 happening here. It's a good card, man. Like I said, first week was off the chain. This week was no exception. So, and like I said, we start off the show, man. We got a triple threat, 3-way dance, elimination style to determine who will meet the tag team champions for the titles later that evening. So, this is big implications right here. Hey, Matt, you still there? Okay, I'm making sure. Like, I don't know. Can the people hear you? Say something. Hold on. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, your mic got cut off for some reason. Give me a second. Let me check something. For some reason, the audio is not working. Yeah, no, I just noticed that. I was trying to hold on a second. All right, try to talk now. Yes. All right, pop out and pop back in real quick. Let's see if that works. Let's fix this right there. Try to talk now.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
All right, so chat. Can y'all hear him now?
Mic check.
Mic check. 1 2 1 3. 1 2 1 3.
1 2 3. Testing. Goldberg 1 2 3.
Goldberg 1 2 3. All right, so they can hear you now. So let's all right, so we'll go to it. So
Let's do it.
It's disappointing to me. It's sad, but at the same time, it just, once again, all the detractors, they said.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Nice Guys from Area 51, weighing in at 156 pounds, Lord
Gotta love a good elimination match.
Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up TV. Drinky gin. Drinky gin. Action step. Here's what you gotta do. Drinky gin. Drink a Pepsi. Tell you fucking WWE champions. Let's have action step. Holy shit, Phil.
yeah, like 3-way dances are more definitive than a just a triple threat.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about none of that. He could have won, should have won. Now elimination, you get pinned, you out of here. Get to the head to the back. But this is Lord Diaz right here. He's part of the tag team, the Detractors, with his tag team partner Mark Brutal. My man here, Doom Ziggy, former tag team champions. Hey, was in the finals of last year's Beautiful Bobby with his partner
Yeah.
Whooper up against the Thick Boys.
Didn't win, but I guess they made it there. That's what counts.
Hey, listen, they're trying to get back there, man. They know what it means to be tag team champions. Came a little short of the Beautiful Bobby this year, but like I said, tonight's a do-over. At least get a shot at the tag team titles. Might not have gotten the Bobby, but you can still get a shot at gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this would be a good place to start.
You gotta look out for Doom Ziggy. He'll make you laugh, but he'll make you cry. Psycho Clown of the White Club.
Representing the club from the internet.
Another guy who came up a little bit short last week at the finals. Guy with two names, along with his tag team partner Double A, also known as the Young Shooters. Came up a little bit short with the Thick Boys at the finals of the Beautiful Bobby. So again, second chance of redemption here tonight. Not Miles. You're not Miles. You're mad. You're Matthew Redenbacher.
Listen, they weren't hungry enough, because ultimately nobody's as hungry as the Thick Boys.
Listen,
but
they tried though.
Good.
They gave the Thick Boys a challenge. It's not like they just laid down for the Thick Boys. Everybody gives them a fight, but Thick Boys just showed that they just got that extra stuff, man. They got all the tools. They got all the tools.
And sometimes that second match is more important than the first match, because now they've already tussled with the Thick Boys, so now they know what to expect a little bit. They know what areas to work on in a potential rematch.
Now I know what you're thinking. You would think Ziggy and Guy with Two Names, both the White Club members, would team up against Lord Diaz, but even though the White Club do like good competition, Ziggy and Guy with Two Names aren't always the best of friends, so this could be an advantage for Lord Diaz to take advantage of,
Yeah, he might be able to exploit that.
And he's definitely going to need it, being the smaller of the three men in the ring right now, Miles. I mean, Redenbacher.
And at the end of the day, whenever there's title implications, you gotta kind of be thinking about yourself.
Again, the winner team will get a shot at the titles later that evening in Blood and Bloods 2.
That in itself is something to consider. Do you think that adds more of a sense of urgency? Like, you want to wrap this up as quickly as possible?
Well, you definitely want to reserve energy, that's for sure. A Guy with Two Names coming out with a guitar, trying to play some of those good old hits. But
Not
now
wasting
Ziggy,
any time.
Oh, didn't even draw a dime on that one, Matt. Didn't draw a dime.
Just bringing out the plunder right off the bat. Again, showing that sense of urgency. None of these guys are paid by the hour, so the quicker they wrap it up, that's more time they have to rest and get ready.
Diaz just catching Guy with Two Names with that beautiful Poison Rana right there. Definitely got to hit him hard, hit him fast. But again, it's just elimination, so Ziggy just kind of standing back, letting these two work. Preserving some of that energy, which is a smart strategy when it comes to a three-way
Yeah.
dance. You don't have to necessarily be involved in all of the action.
Exactly, that's right. Sometimes it's better to just kind of hang out on the outside. Just
Oh,
hang out, let them work each other over. And then if they take each other out, then you can just slide in and pick the bones.
by the way, Ziggy just got busted open right there by a guy with two names, which is not a good thing. You definitely don't want to be busted open.
No.
But then again, it is blood and blunts, so
I mean, it is in the name, so we had to expect that we're gonna see some color sooner or later.
oh, and Diaz with that big knee right there. The guy with two names coming with a springboard drop kick. Right now, it's anybody's match at this point.
Yep, still in the early goings.
But again, guy with two names always focused on Ziggy. Should be focused on Diaz in the ring.
Seems like he's certainly picked his target. It doesn't seem like he wants to deviate.
Well, listen, guy with two names understands how formidable Ziggy is, especially with Whooper. The Clussies are no strangers to the tag team titles. Guy with two names, him and Double A are the inaugural ELW World Tag Team Champions. So, like I said, both men are no strangers to tag team gold. It's just right now that tag team scene is dominated by the North American Thick Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And now Ziggy looking to take out the trash.
Just using that trash can.
And now going back to guy with two names again. Like I said, club members, but it's about healthy competition in the White Club.
That's right. It's about championship opportunity.
Hey, at the end of the day, gold comes to the club, so it's always a win.
It's a nice military press slam, showing some raw power.
Diaz just busting that light tube over the back of Ziggy's head right there.
One to the top. Ooh, that could be it.
And it is.
And it is.
Diaz is eliminated. Down two men, and like I said earlier, Matt, either way, the White Club members going to get that title shot against the Thick Boys.
That's right.
Is it going to be the Clussies or is it going to be the Young Shooters? Are we going to get deja vu of last year's Blood and Blunts? Or are we going to get the Shooters versus the Thick Boys Part 2?
It's still anyone's match right now. It's still anyone's match to win.
But Ziggy now hitting him with all the heavy artillery.
Nice air raid crash. Now a big splash.
That's got to be it.
Going for the cover.
Oh, guy with two names still got some something in the tank there, Matt.
Not enough.
Oh, off of Brett's rope. Oh, beautiful elbow off of Brett's rope. And another one.
Might wanna consider going for a cover.
I mean, this is that kind of respect he has. And now guy with two names is showing a little bit of color over here.
You know this is not what these two guys want.
Nah, especially if you're trying to go for the titles later in the evening. But I think Ziggy's got so much blood in his eye, he can't even see where he's swinging.
Yeah.
Oh, but he hits the mark there.
There you go. 7th time's the charm.
And now, what is Ziggy doing? He not usually known for being a high flyer. Oh, tope.
Oh, nice tope suicida.
Just go to show what the tag team titles means to these two men right here.
Jawbreaker.
Now, what's guy with two names thinking here? What are you thinking here?
Looking for more plunder.
Oh, he's got the Negan. Oh, barely phases the Psycho Clown. I mean, can this match get any more violent?
Then somebody's got to try to go for a cover, because the more damage you do, the more you're expelling energy for later on. Like, they got to think about that.
You would also have to imagine that your tag team partner is going to have to carry a little more slack.
We're seeing a lot of violence here, but we're not seeing a lot of pinfall attempts.
Oh, guy with two names gets caught coming in the ring with the chair, and Ziggy looking to take advantage of it.
What's he setting up for? Oh, another powerbomb.
Right on the chair, too.
It's got to be it.
And it is.
There you go.
Well, there you have it, Matt. Deja vu. We're getting Clussies versus Stick Boys at Blood and Butts Part 2.
I guess we have our answer.
The question is, though, is Ziggy going to be up to the challenge, though? That's the real answer. I mean, tough break for guy with two names. He put in the work.
Lost a lot of blood tonight.
He's gonna have to rest up, though. He's gonna. It won't be later into the evening, so he's got some time to see if he needs some staples or anything, and get him stitched up back there.
Yeah.
Alright, man. See, damn, that was only the first match. See, what did I tell you? See, it's already starting off hot. ELW gives you nothing but the best, except no substitutes, okay? All those others, they're okay, but they're not ELW. Know why they're not ELW? Because they don't have our women's world champion. That's right. From the tractor beam, Indrid Cole. She has been a dominant champion since winning the title months ago. She's taken on former champions. She's beaten former champions. She's beaten Hall of Famers. And now she's going up against a former two-time ELW Women's World Champion. Some say this woman right here put the women's division on the map in ELW with her match with Pokimane. That's right, from the Wolves, Raina Drake goes up against our world champion, Indrid Cole. It's gonna be good stuff. Like, she beat Beth Phoenix, man. She beat Beth Phoenix at Bound for Bankruptcy.
That's an impressive feat, to say the least.
Here she comes, former two-time Women's World Champion, Raina Drake. Member of the Wolves with her brother, Rye Drake. Smelly Rye Drake, by the way. Both defectors of the White Club, starting their own faction, the Wolves. Alongside their goon, Dwight Problems. Usually they'll be accompanied by their legal counsel, Paul Heyman, but you know the bloodline kind of took him out of commish, so he's not around. So
yeah,
it happens. Get well soon, Paul.
That could play into the champion's favor.
Indeed, Indrid Cold here now. Her partner in crime, the Big Cat Snood. Unfortunately, he lost the Almighty Championship last week to the Buff Brit, the Pretty in Pink Marked One, regaining that Almighty Championship. Let's see if Indrid can keep some gold in the Detract the Beam camp. But as I stated, she has been a fighting champion and a dominant women's champion. Shout out to everybody sticking around here at the Waffle House Arena. We always appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure you wipe your feet. And since this is Blood and Blunts too, there might be some spliffs under your chair, maybe. And help yourself to that 99 bottle of Tito's. Drink responsibly. I mean, come on, we gotta practice, safety here at the Waffle House Arena, Matt.
Absolutely. Always number one.
Mm-hmm. But I'm excited, man. Women's action here in the LW is always second to none, Matt. The women, they go as hard as the men do out here in these streets. And of course, we got our number one referee for this match, Jimmy Jimbrowski. One of the best. Eagle Eye Jimmy, we call him.
No feeling out process. These two just getting right into it.
Well, this is not the first encounter with these two women. Raina has stepped up to the challenge of Indrid Cold. And again, like I stated, she has beaten a former women's world champion, Raina being one of them. Now,
One of the top rope already.
Oh, big Samoan splash right there. Getting all of that.
Going for a cover right out of the gate. Certainly not enough, but never hurts to make your opponent expel some energy. Going back up and playing to the crowd a little bit. Maybe a little too early for that.
Listen, the Waffle House Arena is intoxicating, man. It's intoxicating.
Oh, counter victory roll.
Oh, Indrid with the reversal.
Ooh, reversal.
Oh, back up. Oh, big double axe handle right there.
Definitely got some height on that one.
Listen, it wouldn't be a Waffle House match if we weren't fighting.
Chair?
Wouldn't be a Waffle House match if we weren't fighting on the outside, man. That's how we do it around here.
Yeah. Just swinging her.
Listen.
Targeting the arm.
Indrid knows how crafty Raina can be, so that's why she's getting her with all the hard stuff. Can't go light on her. She may look small, but she's crafty.
Ooh. Just a double choke bomb right on the outside.
That's why she's a former 2-time women's champion. Right there, look at that. Now look at that. Raina back in the game with that, with that sliced bread.
Could become a 3-time champion tonight.
Well, the Wolves are always trying to acquire gold in their faction by any means.
As they should.
They go by it sometimes with underhanded tactics, even though they're accomplished athletes. They can get it done. They don't gotta win like that. But either way, they like to take the shortcuts every now and then. I'm actually surprised that Raina didn't come out with some wolf accompanying her to the ring, but she chose to go solo here. And now, oh, looked like Indrid was about to go for something, but Raina cut her off, and oh, what a cutter! That could be it right there.
Kick out.
That was a close one right there. I thought we had a new women's champion.
2.5.
Also, shout out to everybody at the Waffle House Arena for the signs they bring to the Waffle House Arena. We always like the innovative and imaginative of our audience. They always come up with good signs. Waffle House is undefeated. And that was Indrid thinking here.
Going off the ropes. Just launching her.
Just catching a little air now. Oh, got her in the electric chair. Usually that's a prelude to the tractor bomb, but no, she's going for a cover.
Feels like she's done enough.
Not enough, because Raina kicks out at 2, man. Might be getting the... Oh, yeah, she's going for the tractor bomb. Is that going to be it? And it is.
Thanks for coming.
Right. Listen, Indrid Code showing you why she is this is only her first reign, Matt, and she's just going on a tear.
Impressive win tonight. Quick succession.
Listen, Raina tried her best, but Indrid is, like I said, she's got all the tools, Matt. She's got all the tools. Now, of course, it wouldn't be ELW, Extreme Low-Cal Wrestling, if we didn't have any locals on the card tonight. Now, the main event's jam-packed full of locals, but this match right here, Matt, this one's special. This one's special. It involves a guy named Darkside Phil. And tonight, he's going up against, making their ELW debut, by the way. This guy right here is probably known as the top tier detractor on Twitter. If you want to get your clips or highlights of what stupid shit Darkside Phil did or said, you go to this guy right here. You can call him Mr. Poems, you can call him Poems Future, or you can just call him by Josh Poems. So tonight, Josh Poems is here at the Waffle House Arena to take on the gouty one himself, Darkside Phil. And an Extreme Rules match, by the way. I know you're speechless, man. You're like, I don't even know what to say. I understand.
It's a big time debut tonight.
Yeah, like I said, he's one of the top detractors. If you need if you need a clip of Darkside Phil saying something stupid, he's your man.
As he often does.
Yeah, so Mr. Poems here is pretty fast on the scene. It's not far out afterwards that it's posted on Twitter of like, hey, look at the stupid shit Phil said just now. Look at the dumb shit DSP just did. Look at this gross ass begging.
DSP would love to spoil his debut. He would just relish in that.
Well, currently, Matt, DSP is on the 10-year plan where he has to win 10 wins in succession to earn a title shot here in the LW. He is currently at 0 wins because he has yet to win a match here in the LW. Even Derek, the pedophile he defended, got a win in the LW. And DSP defended the pedophile. True story.
I mean, he'd love to spoil this debut and get that first win tonight.
here he comes. Josh Holmes making his ELW debut. Some people think Detracting's only relegated to YouTube and streaming services, but no. You go to Twitter, you look up Mr. Poems here, you'll see that, like I said, if you're looking for someone to give you what's to the minute DSP Detracting, you go to Josh Poems. Up to the minute Detracting at his finest on Twitter or /X if you're that kind of a dick about it.
I still call it Twitter.
Ditto. But this is an Extreme Rules match here, Matt. So, no rules. Anything goes.
Let's go. These just going straight at it, straight out of the gate. Just coming hard. Already going after the leg. Whoa, nice side backbreaker.
I changed your feet a little bit, Matt, so you won't have sound, but you really don't need sound. So, because it's kind of fucking up your shit over there. So I'm gonna fix your shit.
Okay.
Get your shit tight. So you can enjoy the show better.
Oh, malfunction at the junction right there.
Yeah, a bit of a meeting of the minds. It happens.
It happens.
But Holmes not rattled by that. He's still going hard. Nice butterfly suplex. And again, we're back on the outside.
Back on the outside. Another butterfly suplex. Phil's legs may be hitting those steps a little bit.
Got to be careful, Phil's got that bad back, Matt. The Seattle Air supposedly healed it, but it always comes back to haunt him. So right now, Poems is working that back.
Speaking of bad back, just Northern Lights right on the outside.
And now, got a chair.
Just laying in on him with the chair.
Like I said, no rules here in Extreme Low-Cal Wrestling. Oh, this tattoos right across the forehead with that. DSP trying to show he's got a little bit of heart and trying to fight his way out. Not the table. We still got a lot of action here tonight. We can't afford to be Gorilla Gluing the table right now.
He's bringing him over here. Get it away from here.
Oh, what a dragon suplex that was right there, right on the chair.
Looking for more plunder. What's he getting this time?
Well, he heard the Waffle House Arena. They're asking for a table there, man.
Okay, good. Use that table. Leave our table alone.
Look at Poems just getting pumped up by the Waffle House Arena right now.
He's feeling the energy. He's feeling the atmosphere. Sending Phil into the steel steps.
Listen, I can already tell he's got some ill intentions on his mind with this table. Oh, what a suplex. Oh. Right through it.
I want to consider getting him back in the ring.
And again, got the chair in hand. And again with the tattoo on the forehead. Unprotected.
lays it
It's
in.
just unprotected shots. How much more can he do to this guy? I think he's out. Oh, nope.
Uh-oh. Oh, Phil counters.
And again, Phil trying to fight his way out. Wants no part of Palms over here.
It's a good backbreaker.
But not enough. Palms back on his feet. I mean, the guy looks like he hits the gym. He's looking jacked. And a beautiful
Wow,
belly
nice
to
belly
belly.
to back suplex. Right on the outside.
Wait, his palm stinking here.
Or plunder.
It is Extreme Rules.
And he's utilizing that stipulation very well.
Just tossing the trash can to Adam. Now again,
Was
working
not
on that
trash
back.
can's intended purpose.
Well, I mean, he is taking out the trash, to be fair. To be fair.
There you go.
And now Palms with another table. Man definitely has some ill intentions in mind.
What's better than the only thing better than putting your opponent through one table, putting them through two tables.
What a drop kick.
But looks like he knocked the table over.
Look out, Jimmy. Don't get hit. Stay in the corner.
It's a nice suplex, but he landed on top of the table.
Whoa, we got fire.
Oh no.
You hear the crowd. Holmes just letting that fire burn.
This could be bad.
I don't know. Could be bad for Holmes. Could be bad for Phil. All I know is that fire is just. I can feel the heat from here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Phil takes it right to the face. That'll burn. That'll send your mustache right there. And again, we're going to get another suplex through the burning table.
Oh my. That's got to be it. That has to be it. But not going for the cover.
Oh, him with the Snapdragon suplex.
Oh, double super kick.
Execution style, double tapped him.
Now going for the cover. Could have counted to 100 right there.
That was a mercy killing right there, man.
Mm-hmm. Just put him out of his misery.
Like an assassin. Just shot right to the back of the dome. Lights out. Two tables, one on fire. I mean, we got to get the guys to come clean up this ring. We still got some more matches.
Yeah, we're only halfway through.
That's right. And it's now time for the ELW World Light Heavyweight Championship match, man. And our light heavyweight champion, the Meerkat. From that being said, another top tier detractor group that you can find on YouTube, always giving you the best. They got the group think, You can also catch their hybrid channels, the WPIG, all the good stuff. 1651. If you know, you know. It's all the good stuff, all the best memes. And Meerkat representing. That being said, he is the first ever light heavyweight champion. He won the best of the little man's tournament to become world light heavyweight champion here in the LW, because our light heavyweight division, second to none. And tonight he's facing a guy chasing immortality, chasing a title. He is a former world heavyweight champion, former United States champion, former almighty champion, and looking to go for the Grand Slam here tonight. Smelly Rydrake of the Wolves.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Extreme World Light Heavyweight Championship.
This should be fast-paced.
And accompanied by Nerdballer, who he was using as a special guest referee when he was United States champion during the United States Open Challenge. Kind of controversial in some of the counts. But accompany him ringside, Rydrake.
We'll see, is he going to be more successful?
Well, like I stated, he can get the job done, Matt. Like I said, he is our first ever ELW World Heavyweight Champion, a former Almighty Champion, and a former United States Championship. He's been chasing the Grand Slam. He tried to enter in the Beautiful Bobby, but him and his tag team partner got taken out early. Now he's looking for light heavyweight gold. And as you already saw earlier, his sister Raina didn't do so well in the Women's World Championship match.
Hello. This is Phil Burnett. All right.
We'll see, is he going to be more successful in this outing?
Big ups. Being said.
Here comes the world light heavyweight champion, Matt. From that being said, Meerkat.
Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. Team insight.
Looking very confident tonight.
Well, this man from the Europeans, he's always walking with the swagger and confidence. And I would too if I was the world light heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the show. See you next time.
This should be fast-paced.
Introducing the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Spider Demon Drake. And his opponent from
Do you think there will be a feeling out process, or do you think these two guys are just gonna go get right to it?
Well, these two men are no strangers to each other. In fact, they met at the finals of the Best of the Little Men at Bound for Bankruptcy to determine the first ever world light heavyweight champion. These two men are no strangers to one another.
So our second title match of the night.
It's for the World Light Heavyweight Championship. That's a beautiful belt right there. As always, Jimmy Jabrowski, your referee. Meerkat starting off hot. Springboard crossbody. Showing you that high fly Lucha Libre style.
No time wasted. Whoa, targeting the leg. Always a good strategy.
Definitely want to ground Rydrake. He's definitely got some aerial arsenal in his disposal. The champ going up to the high ramp. Oh, big stomp. Trying to end it quick.
That might do it. Just not enough damage done.
But look at that nerd baller sliding a chair into the ring. Trying to cause distraction over here. See, like, this is what I'm telling you. The Wolves, man, they're always up to something. Wolves are always up to something. Pack of hyenas.
Just needed the midsection. Now going for a springboard. Missed. Ooh, Falcon's arrow. Opting not to go for the cover. Maybe wants to lay in a little more damage.
Snake eyes. But the challenger back to his feet. Like just a surge of adrenaline just took over.
Yeah, this match has been very fast-paced.
And now, oh, with the cutter, oh, into the dragon sleeper submission. Rydrake, also known for his technical prowess and submission specialist.
Not quite enough damage done.
The champ
Maybe
fighting
a little early for the submission, but could come into play later.
It's back and forth between these two, and oh, catches Meerkat. Oh, nice doctor bomb. And that's it. We got a new champion.
Just like that.
Wow.
Just like that.
That must have rung his bell because Meerkat was out. Somebody go check on him on the outside because he's not looking too good.
Yeah.
But he's done it. He's hit the grand slam. Rydrake is now the World Light Heavyweight Champion.
Sometimes it only takes 3 seconds. Sometimes 3 seconds is all it takes, you know. Sometimes you just get lucky and you just hit that right combination. And that's what we saw tonight.
Indeed. Big ups to Rydrake on that win. But it is now time for the ELW World Tag Team Championship, man. And we already know what it is. This is deja vu all over again. We did this last year, and now we're doing it again this year for Blood and Blunts 2. Whooper, Ziggy, the Clussy Magnets, Taco Smith, Popcorn Matt, aka the Colonel, alongside Candy Corn Jimmy, Lover Man, the North American Thick Boys, the ELW World Tag Team Champions, the 2024 Beautiful Bobby Tag Team Cup winners. Last year, it was the Clussies who were champions and the Thick Boys were the challengers. This year, Clussies come in as challengers and the Thick Boys sit on top the throne. Oh, I don't even know how to call it.
This is the rematch the world has been asking for.
It is, man. For a while, the Clussies dominated the tag team division here in the LW, and then the Thick Boys showed up. And they've had the tag team championships now for a year now. I see they patched Ziggy up, man. I know he got a couple stitches, I heard. So, like I said, Whooper might have to pick up some of this slack here tonight for his partner after that hard match that we had in the opening contest.
Yeah, that's gonna be the question. How much does he have left in the tank? That's gonna be the question here tonight. That was a brutal opening contest.
Whooper and Ziggy are tough guys, man. They're tough boyfriends. The best boyfriends. And listen, they're here to get the job done. They're looking to become 2-time ELW World Tag Team Champions. But they got a big mountain to climb in them North American Thick Boys, man.
They might have what it takes.
Listen, the Thick Boys also kind of owe the Clussies a bit of a receipt. Wasn't that long ago that Ziggy attacked Candy Corn in the back of the Waffle House Arena, putting him out of action for a while. Got him walking with a cane. So the Thick Boys didn't forget about that either.
We got the champs.
Some say probably the best tag team to ever step foot in an extreme low-cal wrestling ring in a Waffle House Arena. Popcorn Matt, Taco Smith, the North American Thick Boys, man.
Hard to disagree with that.
Alongside with their manager, Candy Corn Jimmy. Love a man. Champion, longest reigning tag team champions in the LW.
But that could all go down the drain tonight.
The rain could end here tonight at Blood and Blunts 2.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
We're about to find out tonight, right now, Matt, if the sequel is better than the first. Or can it live up to the first?
At a combined weight of 555 pounds, the Club. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 589 pounds, the Extreme World Tag Team Champions and the Extreme Heritage Tag Team Champions, the Knights of the Round.
That big time title match tonight.
Listen, this is what the beautiful Bobby was all about. The winner would get that shot at the championship. Thick Boys won it, though. The Clussies had to go overtime to earn a shot here tonight.
Both these teams are hungry, but we're gonna find out who's hungrier.
And Whooper starting things off, which I would have figured would be the case since Ziggy did all the work earlier tonight.
Yeah, smart play.
Popcorn. Just showing the disrespect in the Clussy's corner right there.
Again, no strangers here. No need for a feeling out process.
And now Ziggy coming in.
Guess we're gonna see just what kind of shape he's in.
Popcorn not giving him any room to breathe. Now tagging in Taco. And now what are we thinking here? Oof.
Nice double T maneuver.
Shots right to the gut. Now showing you that power, but oh, Ziggy fighting the scoop.
Gets out of it. Now showing a little power of his own.
Yeah, you know, we thought he might have been running on fumes, but he's showing he still got a little left in that tank. And now
That's a
trying
big
to
man to just be tossing him around like that.
only a 1 count though. But Ziggy maintaining that dominance. Again, just back and forth with both these men. Know each other so well.
Just hot shotting him on the ropes.
Again, trying to end it quickly. He understands the severity of it. He knows
Yeah.
you don't want to stay in there too long.
Again, these guys not paid by the hour.
Oh, catches him with the beefy 5-layer. And a 2 count right there. He calls that one the beefy 5-layer, Matt.
Definitely devastating.
And now Taco looking to inflict the more punishment on the Ziggy. It looks like he's going for Whooper next. He's looking for both Clussies.
You want to wear the fresh man out a little bit. You don't want him to stay too fresh.
Look at that, taking your advice. Off.
This match is just broken right down.
But now, oh, tells Taco a dirty joke. Introducing him to the apron. But Taco introduced him to the solid steel steps right there.
It's anyone's match to win right now.
Once again, just tossing him into the steps. I don't know who this favors more, the thick boys or the Clussies.
Yeah, hard to say.
But again, Taco determined to just wear down the fresh man of the Clussies right now, and it seems to be pretty effective. And then, oh, what a gut buster. I'll have you pissing blood.
I think the Thick Boys definitely like being champions. They don't want to lose those titles anytime soon.
They've taken all challenges, foreign and domestic, here in ELW, challenges from WWE and abroad. And now look at this. Ziggy going for the tag, but Taco cutting off the tag.
Smart play.
And now neutralizing
Again, dropping him on the apron.
Now Ziggy's got no one to tag right now. He's in no man's land. But showing that heart, fighting. And again, hanging him out to dry.
Surely not enough.
Again, only a 1 count is still. Taco's got way too much salsa going on right now.
Bringing him in their corner.
No, Taco fighting out of the corner, but eating that tackle right there by Ziggy.
Taco's definitely got to think about a tag. He's got to think about a tag soon.
Oh, well, he's now leaking some salsa right now, man.
Yeah, he's been in there a long time.
Ziggy using his own head to bust open Taco. Now tags in Whooper.
Brings in the freshman.
Oh, total elimination. That's got to be it. Popcorn coming in quick. He knew he had to come break that pin up. Cause that's one the club sees a lot of matches right there. That total elimination.
We'll never know if that would have been enough or not.
Now Taco.
Big overhead suplex.
Why is he tacking in the freshman Popcorn?
Very smart play.
Oh.
Momentum cut off a little bit.
And now giving him a bit of a receipt right here, man. For all that work he was giving him in his corner.
Yeah.
Candy Corn could do anything but watch. But oh, the Colonel looking like he about to pop off. That's it right there.
Gotta get that cover.
And again, I think Ziggy right there knew the sense of urgency in breaking up that pin right there.
Thick Boys definitely being taken to the limit. Like, they definitely know they're in a fight.
Kicks right to the gut. But Colonel answering back with a big boot. And then a deadlift into Bulldog
very impressive.
Super slam right there. And then taking a shot at Ziggy right there just for extra measure. That's what you call disrespect.
Not going for a cover could be costly. But now the Thick Boys bringing them back into their home corner. And you wanna keep your opponent out of their corner so they can't tag.
Well, Whooper is definitely in no man's land right now, and now Popcorn is tossing him.
This is almost the definition of playing with your food.
And another hip toss, just showing off that power right now. Another one? Oh my God, what is he doing? Is he trolling now? A fourth? My God.
I wonder if the Thick Boys are a little overconfident tonight.
Now, this giving them the hip and a fifth one. Oh my God.
Another toss. Again, not tagging as frequently as maybe they should be.
But no, Popcorn fighting the scoop. And again, going for the fresher of the two Clussies. But Whooper, Popcorn taking his eye off the legal man. And gets a little bit of payback for dumping a boyfriend like that. What is Whooper thinking?
Thick Boys are definitely in a fight tonight. There's no doubt about it. Missed. Nobody home.
That could be a turning point right there. Whooper just having Popcorn eat that knee right there. Like I said, only the best tag team wrestling in the LW, man. You're seeing it right here.
Right. Now we're seeing him trying to crawl over for a tag, and he gets it.
But Taco...
Bringing in the freshman.
Is he going for the Dorito Locos?
Could be it if he goes for the pin, but...
No, he's going for the CTS, the Cinnamon Twist Spear. And the Thick Boys retain.
That's it.
What a fucking match right there. That's tag team wrestling right there, man. That's tag team wrestling.
You know, the Thick Boys get the win tonight, but one thing is for certain. They know that they were in a fight here tonight. There's no question about that.
Yeah, that was definitely not a cakewalk. But right here, this is the turning point. Whooper went to the well, tried to go for high risk, but there was no reward there. And then Taco coming in with the Dorito Locos, and then ended it with a little CTS Cinnamon Twist Spear.
Like I said, they know they were in a fight. They were definitely pushed to the limit, but when all's said and done, the result is the same.
That's right. The North American Thick Boys remain World Tag Team Champions. How long can they continue to just dominate the scene right now? Whew, you would think that would be the main event of Blood and Bloods 2 right there, Matt, but you'd be wrong. Because
we still got one more.
We still got one more. It is now time for the namesake of this show, the Blood and Bloods match. 2 rings, 1 cage, 2 teams. Now, we want to thank WWE for providing us the arena and the facility. So for everybody in the Waffle House, you know the drill. Get on the bus. We're gonna take you up the block, and we'll bring you back. Don't worry about it. But other than that, this match has big implications too. Not only is this for bragging rights, but this is for the winning team will get to choose titles of their choice to get a shot of. So it could be the world title, the almighty title, the light heavyweight, the tag team. It could be anything for that winning team. And these are 2 polar opposites here, Matt. One side, we have the locals, the dredges of the internet. And on the other side, we have the influencers, the 1%ers. That's right, Ludwig, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie going up against Chris Chan, Josh Block's World of T-Shirts, Cyrax, and the local champion, King Cobra, JFS.
The rules of the match are as follows. with one member of each
Big
team
time
starting the
implications
match.
on this one.
At regular
That's
intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match.
The
The
blood and
team with
blunts
the
match.
advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Now, let the War Games begin!
Who's gonna start off this blood and blunts match? It's the Goblin of Akron, Ohio, Chance Wilkins, also known as Cyrax. Not a nice individual, man. Not a good guy.
Being not a nice individual might help him in this match.
Well, with also not being a nice guy, he's not a very smart guy either. He gets trolled very easily. But be careful, he's not afraid to whip his dick out on you on stream. That's what makes him very unpredictable.
Alright, and I guess we know who's gonna be starting off.
Representing the Insiders from Ireland, weighing in at 195 pounds, Jack!
Alright, Jacksepticeye. Part of the Influence. One of the big names on YouTube. I know you haven't been caught up with your lore, Matt, but the upper crust of YouTube here in ELW had beef with the locals, wondering why the locals had their own title and the influencers didn't have a title of their own, even though they do have a TV title, which is currently held by Moist Critical. But they felt that the locals get too much here in ELW. I mean, it is extreme local wrestling, but it's hard to argue with self-indulged people.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, the locals also felt they were being slighted because they got less suitable accommodations in the back because they're locals. So they feel they deserve better than the influencers here. So thus brings us where we are now, the Blood and Blunts match. I hope that caught you up to speed.
Isn't that such a locale way to think? Always thinking that they deserve more, always thinking that they're entitled to more than what they are.
Well, you can look at it from both angles because the influencers are mad that the locals have a dedicated title. But you don't want to be a local, so let them have that dedicated title. There's plenty of titles here in ELW you can compete for. And if you wanted to dedicate a title specifically for online and or entertainment television purposes, we have a title for that here in ELW. It's called the TV title. Which once again is held by the two-time TV champion, Moist Critical. Now, Moist Critical is not a member of the Influence. He works independently on his own. So maybe it's that these men have tried to beat Moist and fell short. So just kind of taking out their aggressions on a lesser locale.
But at the end of the day, we're here, so all the talking is over. You gotta win this War Games. You gotta win this match.
All right, we got World of T-Shirts,
That's what it
Josh
comes down
Block
to.
in the ring. Another locale. You can catch him on the streets of New York City being a public nuisance. And an all-around just piece of shit person. It's not all his fault. He is a little slow, but under the influence of alcohol and a guy named Mr. Bass, who is very not a good person. Josh roams the streets, and by the way, he's only been to 9 countries. He's poor though, but he's only been to 9 countries. He'll tell you that.
That's a lot of countries.
He said he'll tell you he works paycheck to paycheck. I've only been to 9 countries. I live in the Bronx. And if you really want to see him spurg out, just tell him to put the fries in the bag.
All right, evening it up. Another man joining the fray.
And it's Ludwig, big time streamer, influencer, and content creator on YouTube. Also a partner of Moist Esports. Also another big creator in the YouTube space.
So now this match evening up a bit. We have 2 men on each side, but very shortly that's going to change and we're going to have another handicap situation as this match goes.
But what's Cyrex thinking? He keeps trying to climb the cage like he wants to do something.
Maybe he wants to take a big risk.
Oh, I think he's mustering up that courage right now. Oh!
See if it pays off, and it does. But again, can't win the match yet. The match can't end until all 8 people are in. But, you know, that'll certainly do some damage.
Who's coming out next? It is Christian. Another locale that needs no introduction. He is a man at Kiwi Farms Built. Fresh out of jail after allegedly raping his mom. The creator of Sonic Chew.
Tells you what this person is all about.
Mm-hmm. And bringing in all the plunder. Oh, we got blood. We got blood in a blood and blunts match. We got a table. We got a chair and the Negan. The blood and blunts match hasn't even officially begun yet, and we got blood. Christian just tattooing Septiceye with that chair. Meanwhile,
lots of brutality here.
Ludwig going up to the cage, looking to fly himself. Oh, no water in the pool.
Oh.
All right, here comes Markiplier.
Kind of begs the question if these high risk maneuvers are fit so early on in this match.
Might not always be a wise choice.
We're still only getting started. Like, we still have we still have a long road to go before this thing is done.
And we got some more blood. Looks like Septiceye might have been busted open there. Oh.
And another man entering.
Well, you know who it is. It is the two-time low-cal champion, King Cobra, JFS.
The last man for his team. So this is the last time that they'll have the numbers advantage.
And oh, Cyrax again off the top of the cage onto Ludwig.
A lot of high spots in this one.
I mean, these locals, they don't care putting their body at risk. They do it every day with the life choices they make.
Yeah, a lot of cage jumps very early on. And pinfall submission still not eligible, but that will change in a matter of moments.
As soon as PewDiePie gets in there, the Blood and Blunts match will officially begin.
That's right.
But Septiceye getting a 2-on-1 beatdown right now with World of T-shirts and King Cobra. Here comes PewDiePie.
That's it. That's the last man.
It looks like PewDiePie looking for some more weapons to add to the already chaotic match we got going on so far.
It's
So on now.
all good now. It's all legal.
Someone set up a table already.
There's so much action going on. It's so hard to call.
Ludwig just leaping off the top rope onto Cyrax, but now Chris Chan
Knocking the table over in the process.
It looks like Markiplier is looking to set the table back up. And now, on the other side of things, Septiceye just bashing in World of T-shirts with a Negan.
Again, we're kind of in the back half of this match now, where this can end at any time.
Chris Chan goes right through the table with that suplex.
I think that table just disintegrated.
That's it. The Influencers with the win.
Just like that.
I think Septiceye got the pin there. I don't know if it's that or Ludwig stretching out Cyrax in that regal stretch. But either way, the Influencers get the win. And that these men all earn themselves a title shot of their choosing down the road.
certainly after a performance like that, all the champions should they should be scouting a little bit.
Indeed, they should. But what I tell
We
you,
saw
man,
what these men were willing. We saw what these men were willing to do in this match, putting it all on the line. So, if I was a champion, I would be paying attention.
but what did I tell you, man? What a week 2 of Blood and Blunts 2. Second to none matches here tonight. I'd say even better than WWE. And we gave you one extra match.
Definitely a great show.
But I think we're going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen, for Kliqbait Wrestling. I want to thank everybody for coming out, hanging out with us, as always. Smash that like for yourself, for being really cool people, spending a little bit of your time hanging out with us. And hey, if you like the ELW, like I said, you can check that out at my man The White Racist channel. In fact, let me just pop a link in there for you real quick for y'all who might, because ELW's every week, every Thursday, Rage Quit. The best in internet wrestling here today. Pull this link up if I can get it. Let me go. Okay. Oh, it's just gonna be like that, huh? Do it like that, huh? You're not gonna let me share the link? Don't want me to share the link. But you know what? You saw the channel. That's it. Come to this channel. Come to the White Race. You see what it is. The home for ELW. Come to the Right Race, the home for extreme locale wrestling. All the best. See, last year we did the beautiful Bobby. Last year we did the Bobby. And then this year we did the Bobby. But yeah, we're gonna call it here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, appreciate y'all coming out tonight. Any last thing before we call it, Matt?
Birds aren't real.
Birds are not real. And with that, we'll see y'all next week. See y'all Friday for Spaghetti and Friends. See you for ELW Rage Quit. And remember to always kick out. Thick Boys out.
Time has come, I'm ready to go. Venturing into the unknown. Fire's inside me, must be unleashed. People talk nonsense all the day. Shampoo kind, that's all they can say. I can't get no satisfaction. Woo-hoo! Challenge may have come. Woo-hoo! Fighting just begun, but there's no stopping. People spreading out my wings. Let's fly high. Woo-hoo! Concentrate my power. Woo-hoo! In the final hour, in the end, I'm gonna win. Don't you know I'm unstoppable? Don't even try, cause you will fall. I got a strength deep in my soul that gives me courage and control. I'll go beyond the limit break. The universe is mine to take. I have no fear. I think it's clear. Let's keep the time high. Get all this Dragon Ball Super. We got the skill to blow Xeno rain.